Alright, so I'm going to be demonstrating 3 exercises for my patient scenario, Arnold Norkin. First up, I'm going to be doing some active range of motion of the residual limb. Obviously, we're going to ignore that I have the full limb, but it would be flexion extension. I have it as supine in my chart. I do not have much room, so I'm going to be modifying my exercises a little bit. So I'm going to be doing it seated for myself, but it would be deflection extension. So we're going to be going out as far as we can with the limb, back into full extension as far as we can go. We're going to be doing this 10 times for one set. We really want to make sure we can get a really good contraction of the quad right here. As we're extending our leg, we're trying to fire up that muscle, we're trying to move around the synovial fluids, prevent any adhesions and contractures, as well as bring more oxygen and nutrition to the joints. And next I'm going to be doing a hamstring stretch. Again, I would be doing this in supine as a manual stretch. I don't have someone I can do this with, so I'm going to be using this couch to help me modify it. I'd be placing the end of the residual limb normally in my hand, but I'm going to be using the couch as my underarm. And I'd be applying an external force on top of the leg, a little bit above the knee, so we can get a good stretch. Normally the leg would be up, you'd be holding and pushing down of the residual limb. Again, this is going to be to increase range of motion. We're going to be doing this 3 by 30 seconds, possibly longer as this is an older patient. And it would take a little bit more time to really get that stretch in. For this, you don't want the patient to feel any pain. It's just until you feel a good amount of resistance. Alright. So don't take the video too long to upload. I will be doing one set, but normally you'd be doing 3, and we'd be doing at least that 30 seconds. And for our last exercise, I would be doing seated in a wheelchair. I have my wheelie chair right here, but we'd be using the handles right here and doing a seated push-up. And for this, I put for 2 by 15 seconds. This would be for strengthening for propulsion of the wheelchair, as well as for relieving pressure off the posterior, such as the sacral area. And for this, we're going to be doing be holding for 15 seconds. But obviously, if the patient's older, they might be a little weaker. They may not be able to hold that, so I put for 2 reps. We can also do it for a couple reps of just not continuous, so instead they'll be doing up and down as much as they can pretty much hold or maintain. That'd be more for the strengthening part and just doing reps. If we're doing it for the relieving of pressure, we can have them lean to the side, modify that, and just hold 15 seconds per side. It really all depends on what your patient can do. But those are my 3 exercises.